Hello, everybody. Dale Dickerson, Coach Jason Russell. Coach, we had a barn burner of a game Friday night.
We did. We did. South Panola is a really good football team, and we went out there and we kind of took some shots on them, and the kids had a lot of fun. I thought the kids played really, really hard. Unfortunately, came up short, but as far as production goes, we had a ton of yards and did a lot of really good things.
Well, we took the ball on the opening kickoff and marched down and took half the first quarter and hit first. You just hit them in the mouth and said, okay, we're here.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing. Their record, our record, and then them coming into that game, I think they kind of, most teams would. They come in like, okay, this is going to be a easy game for us, and we wanted to let them know real quick that, hey, we were here to fight. We were here to have a good game, and I thought we did that all the way down to the fourth quarter. They kind of got away from us a little bit in the fourth quarter, but it was a one-score game going into the fourth quarter.
Yep, it was. In fact, if we hadn't had a pick six right at the end of minute and a half left first half, after three quarters, would have been tied.
That's right. Yeah, and so the pick six, I mean, their kid made a great play. They don't when the back goes out, some teams are flare peel guys. So if the back flares out, then the defensive end will come out and trace and run with him. That's not what they do. But they did it on that play. That kid saw our guy going and just made a great play and just turned and got in his hip pocket and was able to pick that right before half. And that, like you said, was the difference going all the way into the fourth quarter.
Yep, it was. It was just an outstanding effort. Our kids, we talked earlier, our kids played loose and confident the whole night. Even when they got behind, they still said,
right.
okay, we're still here.
That's right. Yeah, they still played hard. And I'm proud of our kids for that. I don't think they've really let the foot off the gas. I mean, they've been frustrated. We've all been frustrated with not the wins not coming. But as far as giving effort, our kids continue to give effort.
We talked a little bit. We had Ethan Bobo just had a monster game.
Yeah.
Two different positions.
This is his stat line for the night. He had 139 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, and then he had 95 yards receiving with a touchdown. That's kind of unheard of. He had almost 140 yards passing and almost 100 yards receiving. So had a great night. I thought Raheem played really, really well for the first half when he was in there.
Yep.
Unfortunately, he had an injury and had to miss the second half, but Ethan did a great job stepping in, playing quarterback in the second half too.
All right, well, we've got a lot of highlights to show you this week, so we'll start off right here. This is in that first drive. And I think we started around our own 30-yard line or so we moved the ball down the field.
Yep. A little breakdown in the play right here. Raheem does a good job getting out of the pocket, keeps his eyes downfield on the scramble drill, finds Ethan for a big play right there.
Yep.
It's nice. When we have Raheem at quarterback, then we have Ethan at receiver, and it's, Ethan's really good out there. He's really good wherever we put him. He's just a great football player.
He is.
But that definitely helps us having him as an option.
Got good hands.
Weapon. Yep.
I think this is an actual score too, Ethan, here. Double move.
Yeah, it's a little double move here off of one of our better plays that we have, and so this gives us a way to counter if they're trying to take that away. And then Ethan makes the double move right here, and we hit him for the
good
corner.
Good pass by Raheem, right on the money.
So, yep.
Like I said, 6 minutes into the game, we've eaten up half the first quarter, and we're ahead.
Yep. It's a good place to be, right?
Yep, it is. This is another long pass to Ethan.
Yeah, this is a little bow route or whatever you call, where we're attacking the inside of the field and then rounding it back out. So you make the defense think you're trying to attack the middle of the field, and then you round it back out to the place that's vacated by the outside receiver. Ethan does a great job running that route, and we get it all cleared out, and then here he came for a big reception.
Yep. All right. Next one is a long pass to Britton. I believe it's Britton.
Yeah, so I think this is the slant right here. Got a slant up top. Actually got 2 slants. Throw it to the outside guy, and he breaks a tackle, and big time run, big time play. I think Britton ended up with 77 yards receiving on the night.
And a touchdown. Or
Yeah, 77 yards receiving and a touchdown. Yep, 7 catches. So he had a big night too.
all right, we've got the next one here. I think this is a pass, about 18 yards to Jay Wells.
Yep, right there. That's that same route that Ethan caught that big play on earlier. We cleared out and run that bow route, and he does a great job of.
Jay had a good
catching
game
that.
receiving too.
Yeah, what did Jay end up with? Jay ended up with, let's see here. He ended up with 7 catches for 40 yards. 18 yards was his long. That was his long catch of the night, and he had a touchdown on a corner route. So he had a big night.
Yeah, I think this next pass is Jay's touchdown. He's over in the slot up at the top of the screen.
Yep. We did a little sprint out right here to the right. Jay runs the corner route right there. Does a great job of really pressing the toes of the DB, getting him to get in his back pedal, then breaks him on the corner route and is wide open.
Yeah,
Great
he
throw
did
by
run a
Ethan.
very good route because he had
Yeah.
the guy backpedaling. That's what
Yeah,
you're supposed to do.
If you round that right there, then that guy's just going to get right in your hip pocket.
Yep.
It's going to be
Yep.
a contested throw, and he did a good enough job of pressing him vertical, making it look like he was running the seam route, and then all of a sudden breaking it, and it made all the difference in the world.
It does.
Yep.
All right, I think this is our longest run of the night. This is Jerry breaking one out on that right side up there.
Yeah, slot receiver does a great job right here getting inside, digging him out, digging out the outside linebacker that's job is to fold in there and make that play. And Jerry does a great job seeing that, bouncing it to the outside, and big time run.
All right, this next one is our touchdown to Britton.
Yeah, this is this is actually 4th down right here. I mean, we were down 2 scores at this point, and a field goal I don't think really at this point in the game really helps us win. So we went for it on 4th down, and just the old adage in coaching: if when you're in a bind, you just put the ball in one of your best players' hands. And that's what we did. Britton has been just
And he is
so
a
good all
machine
season.
catching the ball one-on-one. He just outworks the defensive back time
right.
after time after time and gets the ball.
That's right. Yeah, that kind of ball right there in coaching, we call that a 50-50 ball, and it's not been a 50-50 ball with Britton. It's been more like a
90-10,
70-30,
yeah, I was going to say,
90-10,
there's very
exactly.
few that he doesn't get when they're one-on-one with him.
That's right. And he does a good job, too, if the ball's underthrown or whatever, he'll turn into a DB and break the ball up just if he doesn't have a chance to go get it.
He makes great adjustments with the ball in the air.
Yep. Yep.
All right, this last one is our biggest play, 74 yards to Jerry out of the backfield.
Yeah, this is a good one right here. Jerry's actually our check down route on this, and the outside linebacker ends up taking the route, and we check it down to Jerry, and again put the ball in a great player's hands in space, and this is kind of stuff that happens, So, what ended up being a 2 or 3 yard throw ends up being a 74 yard completion because he makes a man miss and then is off to the races. And Sal Panola is extremely fast, and I think you can just see how fast Jerry really is right there. I mean, he just outran everybody.
Yep. Well, it was an offensive show because there was not a punt in the game until the 4th quarter.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
They didn't punt, we didn't punt, and I think we had to punt 3 times in the 4th quarter toward the end of the ball game where we were having to go for it, and we got deep in our field. But as far as our offense was pretty much unstoppable for 3 quarters.
Yeah. I'm proud of those guys. I mean, they came out and we did a few things and took some chances, and that's kind of when you're a little bit outmatched in a game coming in, you take some chances, and I thought we did that, and we gave ourselves a chance to be in the game going into the 4th quarter. Unfortunately, it kind of got away from us there, but it did give us a chance to be ready.
Okay. All right. Well, Thursday night this week, we'll be on the road at Lake Cormorant for our final game of the year. Lake Cormorant records are pretty close to ours, so
yeah. They played really well in the beginning of the year. They were 5-0 in non-district play, so the record looks better. Right now, they've got 1 win in district. Their 1 win being against Center Hill. There actually is a scenario for us to make the playoffs, believe it or not. And so right now, if we can beat Lake Cormorant, we have to beat them by 12 points, and then Saltillo has to beat Center Hill by 5 points, and then we're actually would be the 4th seed in the playoffs.
Okay.
Because at that point, if we beat them and then Saltillo beat Center Hill, then we would all three have the same record in district play. Us, Center Hill, and Lake Comront, and so it goes down to points, and then after that, and that's why we have to score those particular amount of points. After that, it goes to performance against the next top team. Well, Saltillo only beat us by 4 points in that game, and so therefore, that's why it would end up being us. It's crazy scenario, but
Yeah.
Once you start looking at all that, we actually do have a chance.
Okay, well, good. I know Lake Cormorant's got the big player on defense that Ole Miss signed. It was maybe the number 1 recruit in the state of Mississippi.
Yeah.
Was it Cameron Franklin? Is that his name?
Kamarian Franklin. Yep. Big old defensive end, 6'6", 250 pounds or whatever he weighs, and big kid. He turns it on and he wants to go get the quarterback. He's tough to stop. Be a big time test for our tackles. Blocking him, and so I know those guys are excited about that opportunity. To get out there and go compete against somebody that's got those accolades. I would be as well. So, I think it'd be a good game, and we're gonna go out there and play loose again, and give it everything we have with a chance to win.
All right. Well, it's a final game, like I said, of the season. Our seniors will be playing their last game of their career. Most of them. Some of them will go on to play a little college ball, but for most of them, it'll be their last time to put on the pads. So it'll be a big game for them. Want to see everybody out there we can. Love to have a big visiting crowd, but if you can't go, it'll be on obtvlive.com. And we want to thank everybody for tuning in today, and hope to see you Thursday night. Thank y'all.